Hello, and welcome to That Money Lady podcast with me, your host, Audrey, your friendly money lady. Today, I want to talk about a situation that I found myself in sort of end of last week and through the weekend. It was rather bizarre, let's say interesting. And, and I'm not so much wanting to talk about the situation because it's not necessarily my situation to speak about, but it's more what lesson I took from it. No matter what happens in life, pull out the lesson and focus on that instead of whatever crazy shit might have happened in the middle. So, going about and essentially for my summits, I have a contract. You know me, I'm all about transparency and making sure that everyone is on the same page. And so there is a contract that's important, especially in business. It's just kind of the natural flow of business. I don't know many people that don't do contracts when they're in negotiations with people. Even I'm in negotiation or not negotiations, but me and someone else are doing a collaboration together. And the first thing she asked was for a contract, which made me so much more happy to be working with her. I love that. I was like, yes, of course, I'll make one up. Tell me what you like and what you think is fair and all of that. Anyway, side road rant. So I have contracts, and as the person hosting the event, and I'm the one that edits. Like if you are a part of any podcast or speaking arrangement, they're editing it to some degree, whether it's just snipping off beginning and end and adding an intro and an outro, or if something happens to go wonky in the middle, you have to edit that out. Or even if you get like, you know how you sometimes see the podcasters who take out like little clips and post those on social media for of what happened, or the best of the clips. That's editing the interview. That's just how that works. And then there's also it's on my Zoom. I'm holding the recording, and so I have the rights to those recordings. That's again just sort of how it works, and I choose to be very transparent with that. Like I hold the rights, and in writing I gift you those rights as well. It's an equal sharing of rights. I give you the full recording to do with as you please after the summit. And I've even had beautiful people like from my first summit reach out to me recently and be like, hey, I'm doing a compilation of everything, can I get a copy of that? And so I just directed her to her folder. And yeah, again, that's it. It's very basic and it's very common. And for whatever reason, for her own reasons, somebody had an issue with that. And that's fine. That is, you do you. If you're not comfortable with something in front of you, that is okay to walk away. And it is okay for you to not proceed for whatever your reasons are. I hold no issue with that. And the lesson I pulled from that is it really makes a lot more sense why people have such, at least in my perspective, and I would love for your input on this, is why people have so much trouble with the IRS. The IRS is very transparent and very clear and very direct with what it means to be the IRS and what that means for taxpayers. And when people get that right in front of them to list out exactly what things actually mean on just an everyday situation, that freaks people out. And that was just such an interesting revelation for me that while it's just standard operation and just giving you the structure and the information and the transparency and the clear what am I trying to say? Clear balance of what it means on both sides. That definitely, in my experience, even prior to this, makes a lot of sense with how people react to the IRS and what it means when certain situations come up. And y'all, that was very fascinating when I was reflecting on that. And while I haven't quite figured out how to fully bridge that gap for people, I would like to say that having things honestly and transparently and clearly laid out for you is not a bad thing. It's actually empowering. You're being very open and honest and clear about what is going on, and that is very beneficial. And as you know, again, transparency queen, I'm all about talking about that layer deep. Like, what does it actually mean? What is everyone's responsibility? Where does the responsibility lie? That is very important, especially in business, because there are real legal ramifications if it's done wrong. And so when you don't have that clear understanding, you can find yourself in a much muddier and muckier situation than you would ever want. And I don't know about y'all, but I try to avoid that. I've seen enough of that craziness in my day. At my whole 34 years of age. I'm not saying that I've seen it all by any means, but I've seen some crazy things and experienced some crazy things. And it's just so much better when there is a very clear, clean line and understanding on all parties of what's expected, what things mean, and where everyone belongs, I guess, for lack of a better word. Um, yeah, that was just my really cool realization over the weekend that I really wanted to share because, again, transparency is a good thing. If people are here in front of you being brutally transparent with you, that's that I find that a good thing. But I also know that there's a lot of people that they're not ready to handle that, and that's okay. Or there's a million other reasons why that's not aligned for them, and that's also okay. It's just about making sure that you're aligned with your intuition and understanding of what the situation is, and then moving your best foot forward, no matter what that is. And so, yes, this one's going to be a little short. I don't think I've gone very long, but that was my aha that I wanted to share. As always, let me know what you think. You can send me a DM on Instagram at Graceful Penny. I would love it so much if you subscribed and liked and sent me a message. And as an exciting thing, I am cooking up a really cool quiz to help you figure out what your financial success strategy is. And it is really cool, guys. Like, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It will be so great. So look out for that. It'll be dropping here soon. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.